Hey everybody, I've got some news for you guys on when you should expect to receive those stimulus checks. The Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin came out today, quote unquote, and said, if I could get the next stimulus bill passed tomorrow, I could start printing them the following week and I could have them out immediately. So this is good news because if you guys remember the last time around we had that first stimulus pass, it took about 19 days before they even started to send them out. And it was all based on direct deposit. So if your 2019 and 2018 taxes had direct deposit attached to it, or you were part of a Social Security program with direct deposit attached to it, then they sent those checks right away. And that's what held it up for some people, is they didn't have direct deposit set up or they didn't file their taxes. So that's good news, though, is that it's going to be about a 1 week turnaround after they get this bill passed. And the deadline for them to get a bill passed in terms of congressional meetings is actually August 7th, which is 2 days from now. That's Friday. So now I'm just going to explain where we're at, what the Democrats want in their bill, what the Republicans want in their bill. Let's talk numbers and bring this all together. The CARES Act that was passed back in March was a $2.2 trillion act. The Democrats are trying to pass a bill called the HEROES Act, which is a $3 trillion act. In terms of dependence, in the HEROES Act that the Democrats are trying to pass, they're putting aside $1,200 for dependents for a maximum of 3. There's no age limit involved. It's just a total of $1,200 for 3 dependents maximum. And then in terms of unemployment in the HEROES Act, basically, it would remain the same as the CARES Act that was passed, and that was a $600 weekly federal benefit for unemployment. Those are the main talking points in their bill, and those are what they're arguing for. In the HEALS Act, the Republican Act, it is a total cost of $1 trillion. The difference in dependence between the HEALS and HEROES Act is, in the HEALS Act, you would get $500 for dependent, any single dependent, regardless of age. Even if they're a college student, you would get $500 for each dependent. Let's say you had 5 dependents, right? That'd be $2,500 total for 5 dependents in the HEALS Act. And then for unemployment in the HEALS Act, what they're proposing is a $200 per week federal benefit. And what they would look to move to is a federal benefit that would look at 70% of the current wages you are making, and you could get up to $500 maximum of unemployment based on that. Now, if the HEALS Act does get passed on August 7th, this Friday, then it would be a week later, the week of August 17th, that checks are already being sent out for the general public. But if they don't pass a bill on Friday the 7th, then it might not be until September that people start to receive checks, because that's the next set of general congressional meetings, and the deadline there in September would then be September 10th, and checks would not be sent out until the week of September 21st. So this is overall good news. We at least now have a time frame and a set of deadlines to work with, and we now know that regardless of when a bill is passed, it'll be a week after that checks are already starting to be sent out. So if you guys found this video helpful, make sure you like and subscribe our channel and stay up to date with us. We're constantly dropping videos, stimulus related, tax related, and if the bill does get passed on Friday, we will release a video and talk a little bit about that. I hope you guys have a wonderful week and stay tuned to our channel. All the best.